section 6.2, multiplying and dividing rational expressions. So let's start by just remembering how we multiply and divide fractions. So notice with these first two, and the 12 and the 8, we can divide them both by 4, left with 3 and 2. And the 25 and 15, we can divide both of them by 5, and left with 5 and 3. And then you just multiply across, and we're left with 9 tenths. Now remember, when we divide fractions, we can change that to multiplying by the reciprocal. And so now with that 20 and 10, we can divide them both by 10, and we're left with 2 and 1. The 27 and the 18, we can divide by 9. We're left with 2 and 3. So we get 4 over 3. Alright, now, when we multiply rational expressions, it's the same idea, but before we can cancel out, we need to get factors to cancel. So we have to start by factoring everything that we can factor. So our numerator on the left, we can factor to a plus 3 times a plus 3 over a times a cubed over a plus 3. And now, notice this a plus 3 and a plus 3, that whole factor can cancel. And then this a can cancel with the a cubed, and we're left with a squared. So we're left with a squared times a plus 3. Now this next one, same idea, we have to factor everything that we can factor. So our numerator on the left will be a plus 3, a minus 2. Denominator's difference of squares, so it's a minus 3, a plus 3. Numerator on the left is a minus 3 this time, a plus 2. Denominator is a minus 2, a plus 2, difference of squares. Now our a plus 3's can cancel. Our a plus 2's, a minus 2, and a minus 3. When everything divides itself, we are left with 1. Alright, now this one, it's the same thing. We got to start by factoring. So the numerator on the left side, we can factor into x plus 2 times x plus 3. Our denominator, it's already partially factored, but we can't factor an x out of this first binomial. So we're left with x times x plus 4 times x plus 2. And if it helps, we can put this part over 1. And so now we can factor out an x squared. So we're left with x plus 4 over 1. Now notice our x plus 4's will divide out, our x plus 2's will divide out, and our x and one of the x's here will divide out. So we're just left with x times x plus 3. Now on this one, now remember this square just means this whole thing times itself. And notice now in the denominator in both of these, we can factor out an x, so we're left with x times x minus 6, and then x times x minus 6. And so now, in our numerator, we've got x plus 5 times x plus 5. In our denominator, see, we've got an x times an x, so that'll be an x squared times x minus 6 times x minus 6. Now your book will distribute those out. I'm okay if you leave them in factored form. And now remember, with division, that's the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So let's start by just changing this to a multiplication problem instead of a division. And now this is what we've been doing, so let's factor what we can. Notice over here, that's a difference of cubes. So it'll be x minus 2 times x squared plus 2x plus 4. The denominator is already factored. Numerator on the right side, we can factor out a 3x. We're left with x minus 1. And denominator actually does not factor, it's prime, so we'll just rewrite it. And now, let's look. This x squared plus 2x plus 4 will cancel. The x minus 1s will cancel. So we're left with 3x times x minus 2. This one, same idea. Notice it's over 1 already. So let's go ahead and change it to a multiplication problem by multiplying by the reciprocal, so 1 over a squared plus 3a. And now let's factor what we can. In our numerator here, we can factor out an a. We're left with a squared minus 9. But notice that's still a difference of squares, so we can change this to a times a minus 3 times a plus 3 over a minus 3 times 1 over, we can factor out an a, so a plus 3. And now, these a minus 3's will cancel, those a plus 3's will cancel, and these a's will cancel, so we're left with 1, because anything divided by itself is 1. Alright, this one looks intimidating, but it's very similar. We just have to start by changing this division to multiplication. So let's just start by rewriting it and changing it. Alright, now let's start factoring what we can factor. And so for this first one, it's going to factor into 2x plus 1 times x minus 1 over x plus 4 times x plus 1. This middle one becomes 2x plus 1 times x plus 2 over x plus 2 times x minus 1. And this last one, your numerator is x plus 4 times x plus 1. And your denominator is 2x plus 1 times 2x plus 1. And now let's see here. This 2x plus 1 can cancel with the 2x plus 1. Another 2x plus 1 will cancel with that 2x plus 1. X plus 1 divided by x plus 1. X minus 1 and x minus 1. X plus 2 is there. X plus 4 is here. And we are left with 1. And that is multiplication and division of rational expressions.